Of Sergeant Slaughter meeting individual competition. In the tag team title match, the Moondogs squaring off against Tony Garea and Rick Martel. Waiting in the wings will be dynamic Pat Patterson to perhaps even to score a bit against King Kong Muska. And then in the garden on the date of July 20, returning will be the magnificent Morocco, who will be wearing the Intercontinental Heavyweight title indeed, because his opponent will be Pedro Morales, the former champion in the title match that just recently took place in Philadelphia, the championship changing hands. So in effect, this is a return encounter now in Madison Square Garden. And from there, this date of July 20 marks the return to the squared circle of Andre the Giant to attempt to even the score somewhat against the man who knocked him out of action, Killer Khan. And in the main event, batten down the hatches because the Animal returns George Steele to face the title holder, Bob Backlund. But here with us now, the Grand Wizard of Wrestling, the manager of the magnificent Morocco.
Who will not only return on the 20th wearing what is rightly his, the Intercontinental Championship belt at last, worn by a man with dignity, a man with distinction, and a man who is supreme in the ring. And of course, that is the magnificent Morocco, who will wear the belt into the ring and will also wear it out of the ring. Morales, you are a loser. That is all there is to it. You're a loser, loser, loser.
The Grand Wizard. Our next guest, the World Wrestling Federation champion, Bob Backlund, preparing for his title defense. And how does one prepare for a matchup against the Animal?
Well, I think there's very, very little preparation that you can do, Vince. You just got to get in there and muster up all the strength and energy and determination and the pride, and go in there and fight fire with fire and try to be a little bit of an animal yourself. And when the smoke clears, just hope and pray that you're the one with the hand up in the air and with the belt around your waist and without any injuries. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get in there and fight fire with fire and be a little bit of an animal Monday night.
Best of luck to you. That's exactly, I think, what you're going to have to do, is be an animal all the way, just as much, if not more of a one, than George Steele is.
Well, Vince, I hate to say it, but that's what I'm going to have to be. I'm going to give it all I can and see if I can win.
Bob Backlund, the champion. Scheduled next, ladies and gentlemen, to join us will be manager Freddie Blassie, a very, very busy man in Madison Square Garden. Mr. Blassie?
McMahon, I guarantee you all the loot's coming in my pocket. You know, you get the winner's end of the purse in the garden there, you're going to make a lot of money. But the most important thing is to get rid of Andre the Giant, and Killer Khan is the man. They said the 8th wonder of the world, unbeatable. What happened? He got his leg broke, and then he pulled an attack on me on TV here, and then my man Killer Khan laid him low, had him stretched out here, and I guarantee you, that's a sample of what we've got in store for you, Andre. And then the World's Heavyweight Championship belt will come to George the Animal Steele. The belt that I've wanted more than life itself will be mine this time. And here's the man that will get it for me. The unpredictable. Tell him, George, what you're going to do.
Mr. Steele, your comments? Mr. Steele apparently...
He'll tell you. Tell him, break!
Thank you very much for your time.
No!
George Steele, along with manager Freddie Blassie, and Mr. Blassie, no doubt, an extremely busy man. Our next guest, Pedro Morales, who just recently had his heart broken. Pedro, but you can rectify that, because what happened in Philadelphia will not necessarily be what happens in Madison Square Garden.
Well, first of all, Vince, I still believe that Morocco never beat me, you know. That's a big controversy. I think he used that brass knuckle, Vince. But I go investigate that later on, Vince. I want to say one thing, Morocco. Madison Square Garden is one of my favorite arena around, and all the people go behind me, and I go be ready for you, and I go have a big surprise for you in the Madison Square Garden.
Pedro Morales, his temper no doubt will flare when he locks up with the magnificent one.